This is the Cosmic Orange iPhone 17 Pro. I was doing a photo shoot with it this week and I discovered something that I want to show you. Basically, since the 14 Pro, the iPhone's 2x lens has been essentially a digital crop, but Apple has always insisted that it was optical quality. When it wasn't. It wasn't complete trash, right? It could still take a decent snap. Sometimes. So imagine my shock when I'm going through my 17 Pro photos after this week's shoot and I discovered that the 2x lens, it might actually be great now. Let's dive in with a direct comparison to the 16 Pro in Lightroom. And the reason I'm using Lightroom and not Apple Photos is because Lightroom demosaics RAW files way better than Apple Photos. The details and the textures are finer, colors are more accurate, it handles noise better, and it's just a way more powerful editor, isn't it? Right, zooming in 100% to these photos, I can already see just how much better the 17 Pro looks. But just so you folks can see it clearly, after YouTube's compression, I'm going to zoom in 200% and look at the detail around the eye. Just the detail in general, it looks much more natural and cleaner on the 17 Pro. And that's going to be a theme throughout this video, natural and clean details. Look at the texture and the skin tones on the cheek, the detail and the eye. Inside the eye, you've got the micro details in the eyelashes, the hairline here, very smooth on the 17 Pro, not so much on the 16 Pro. The hair degrades towards the edge, particularly around here on the 16 Pro. The hair in general looks better on the 17 Pro. And coming over here, I'm going to zoom out to 100%. I'm going to lift this shadow here. Now these are both 12-bit Pro RAW files. No danger whatsoever of either of them falling apart when you do that. Carry on our little tour. We're going to come over to this slightly out of focus leaves in the background. Zoom back into 200%. Nice and smooth on the 17 Pro. Major blotchiness on the 16 Pro. Don't know what, well, I do have an idea. I have a good idea what is going on there, but we won't go into it now. Down here on the sleeve, we've got some strange moire pattern. Let me just get rid of this. Yeah, we've got some strange moire discoloration pattern on the sleeve. It's not there on the 17 Pro, but it looks like the 17 Pro has just got away with it. I think this texture on the shirt, this really fine weave texture, might be a particularly difficult one for the iPhone's processing and lens to handle. But the 17 Pro, we've gotten away with it. 16 Pro, not so much. So that was a slam dunk for the 17 Pro, entirely thanks to software improvements, wasn't it, you little scamp? But that wasn't the main reason that I wanted to make this standalone video. The comparison to the 16 Pro was really eye-opening. But what really surprised me was how it compared to my personal gold standard of iPhone portraits, which is Bayer RAW plus the Reflex G Series 2x lens. This combination just gives me what I want. For example, RAW, that's given me the most consistent and natural details, textures, and colors, along with great editing flexibility, while the G Series lens gives me my favorite focal length, plus the quality, the sharpness, the resolution, and the bokeh of the iPhone's main camera. So imagine my surprise when I see a Pro RAW image taken with the iPhone's built-in 2x lens looking just as sharp and natural as a RAW file taken with the G Series 2x lens. Now, the main giveaway is the bokeh on the leaves there. I think because of the way that the built-in 2x lens works, it will never have this real shallow depth of field that the G Series lens has. And there's also another giveaway for me, which is how smooth the skin tones look on the Pro RAW image. I'm just going to zoom in another 100% on both of these so you can get a good look at what happens when I reduce the Pro RAW picture profile, because that is what is responsible for these smooth skin tones. Yeah, this comes as part of the Pro RAW DNG, this picture profile. But another reason to choose Lightroom is the fact that you can tone it down and you reveal the beautiful RAW-like exposure and details underneath. And I never thought I would see the day that a Pro RAW file taken with the built-in 2x lens of all things, having details and textures and tones that look just as natural as a RAW file. And before I started shooting with the studio lights, I also took some test shots just with the room's ambient light, no night mode, and it's the same story. Stop me if you've heard this so far, but it looks sharp, clean, detailed, the same old story. It looks brilliant. You can see the individual hairs nicely defined there, whereas a typical 2x lens trademark prior to this was to clump the hairs together, sometimes even in decent light. So will I be leaving my reflex G-series 2x lens at home going forward? No, because as impressed as I am, the G-series still ticks more boxes than the built-in 2x lens. Yes, I can shoot in RAW with the G-series, but I can also shoot in ProRAW and hike up to 48 megapixels as well, which the built-in 2x lens does not. And there's that sweet real bokeh. Nevertheless, this has gotten me much more interested and curious than I was before about what the rest of the 17 Pro's camera system can do. I will be taking many more photos, shooting more videos, some on my channel, some over on the Reflex channel. In the meantime, thank you for watching this video. Ozubuna Shipakurun.